All of you know that as part of the Democratic nominating process, California has by far the most delegates at stake, 475 of them. And on June 7th, let us win the vast majority of those delegates. Now, I am extremely proud of the campaign that we're running, and one of the things that I am most proudest of is the fact that in state after state, we are winning by large margins the vast majority of young people. And what young people are telling me is that they understand they are the future of our country, and they want to help shape that future. And the reason that we are getting so much support from young people is they know that the future of America is an America based on social justice, economic justice, racial justice, and environmental justice. Now, in this campaign, as Cenk was mentioning, we have had to take on the entire establishment. That's okay. That's okay. We have taken on the financial establishment. And when we get attacked by CEOs from General Electric or Verizon, you know what? I'm fine with that. When we get attacked by people from Wall Street, I feel great. And we have had to take on the political establishment. In every state that we have run in, we have had to take on Democratic governors and senators and members of Congress and mayors, literally almost the entire Democratic establishment. And in state after state, the people have stood up and helped defeat the establishment. The reason that this campaign is doing so well is a pretty simple one, and that is we are telling the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is, and we got to put this right out on the table, is that today we have a corrupt campaign finance system in which billionaires are buying elections. Just give you an example. The other day, a guy named Sheldon Adelson, I don't know how many of you, all right, you know him. Here is how crazy the system, and Sheldon Adelson, a multi-billionaire, is prepared to spend millions of dollars to elect Donald Trump, another billionaire. When you have billionaires supporting billionaires, that's not democracy, that is oligarchy. And you and I believe in democracy, not oligarchy. We believe in one person, one vote. And that is why together we're going to overturn that disastrous Supreme Court decision on Citizens United. But it is not just a corrupt campaign finance system that we are going to fight. It is a rigged economy. This is what a rigged economy is about. A rigged economy is when today the top 0.1% now owns almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%. when children in America are going hungry, when veterans in America are sleeping out on the street, the wealthiest 20 people own more wealth than the bottom half of America, 150 million people. A rigged economy is when the wealthiest family in America, the Walton family of Walmart, owns more wealth than the bottom 42% of the American people. And what is even more absurd is that Walmart, owned by the wealthiest family in the country, pays wages that are so low that many of the employees there are on food stamps or Medicaid. And it is the working families of this country who pay more taxes to subsidize the employees of the wealthiest family in America. So I say to the Walton family, get off of welfare, pay your workers a living wage. But it is not just unequal wealth distribution. It is an economy in which, in my state of Vermont and in California, people are working 2 or 3 jobs just to bring in enough income and health care to take care of their families. We have millions of Americans today working longer hours for lower wages. And despite all of that, 58% of all new income generated today goes to the top 1%. That is a rigged economy. It is a rigged economy when major corporations make billions of dollars in profit, stash their money in a tax haven, and in a given year pay nothing in federal taxes. That's a rigged economy. It is a rigged economy when large corporations shut down in the United States, throw workers out on the street, and then move to low-wage countries all over the world. That's a rigged economy. Our job together, and we can do this, is to create an economy that works for all of us, not just the 1%. That is why together we're going to raise the national federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. Nobody in America who works 40 hours a week should be living in poverty. I am sick and tired of seeing poverty all over this country, wherever I go, whether it's in the inner cities, whether it's in rural areas, whether it is in Puerto Rico, where I was the other day, whether it's on Indian reservations. Too many people are living in poverty. Politicians don't talk about it. The media doesn't talk about it. We will talk about it and address that issue.